Hello, 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 and welcome to another Friday night with Wiley. Yes, right now I am not technically live on Saturday, but it is, according to me, it is 6:01 p.m. again on Friday. So, yes, I am recording this live right now, but this is not live at all right now because of the fact that my internet is giving me issues inside my house, so I am choosing to record this and then I will upload it. But let me take this out because this is making me hear things weird. I've got two headphones in. Normally I'll have one in, and I can't even. It's weird. I can hear myself too much. I can't hear my thoughts. That's weird. Anyway, so here it is again on another Friday night. So last Saturday, I did that impromptu live because um, I was having issues on Friday night. So I am going to try to reiterate everything that I said on Saturday because my internet was being shitty that night and I had to basically delete it because of the. I think that actually that one almost was 12 minutes. That was a pretty long live. So you should be happy that you didn't have to, deal with all that, with me rambling. But at this point, it's, a minute and a half in. So we'll see how long I go this time because I'm going to try to talk about everything that I talked about last week and put it into this week. So I had made a comment last week, excuse me, on my Instagram, Wiley's Laugh Shack, about how over the next few, honestly, probably few months, I'm going to be talking about different topics when it comes to the Mormon religion, Latter day Saints, whatever you want to call them. And so, if you, as the viewers, want to hear about anything from them, let me know when I will answer your questions, okay? So, but right now, what I talked about last week and what I want to talk about tonight, that I'll try to, reiterate what I said last week, is temple marriages. So, if you live in the United States, I'm guessing that you have seen some type of Mormon temple around as you've been driving around. Now, where I live, we have many, many, many around here, and so I see them pretty often. But a lot of us don't know what actually happens inside the temples. And let me go ahead and tell you, neither do I. That's because they like to keep everything secret. And even though I was an actual, adult member of the church, I wasn't a full tithe paying member of the church. Tithe paying. So that means I wasn't a full member of the church, which meant I wasn't an actual member. So, I mean, if we're talking about like cults and whatnot, you're not paying, so you're not a full member. Anyway, so I was not giving 10% of my monthly earnings, or actually any earnings that I was getting, I was not giving the church 10%. So I could not, in my full faith, say, yes, I do everything you guys do. And that way I couldn't get into the temple to do, whatever it is they do out there. So, but what I do know is that when I was 12, I was allowed to go into the temple and do something that's called baptisms for the dead. So, baptisms for the dead. That is a wild, wild thought, honestly, if you think about it. So, let me go ahead and, explain this to you. So, if you've ever met a Mormon or, a Latter day Saint, whatever they want to call themselves, they're still Mormons, they 9 times out of 10, they're very, 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 in on their family history. They want to know all of their family before them and, whatever. And that's because they want to baptize you. So what happens is me as a 12-year-old, I go into this amazing, beautiful baptismal font. And let me tell you, when I say beautiful, it really, really is absolutely beautiful. If you want to see something amazing, Google, I think, the San Diego baptismal font. It will blow your mind. It's absolutely amazing and stunning. Anyway, so me as a 12-year-old, I get to go into this basically a big bathtub, and somebody comes up and they baptize me, but it's not me, it's you know one of your relatives or one of my relatives, somebody's family. And so they're like, oh, look at that, you weren't a member of the church, so I'm going to actually go ahead and baptize you, so that way you are a member of the church. Now, that means, on all those days, Saturdays, or even weekdays or whatever, when you hear a knock, knock, knock at your door, it's not the Catholics, it's not the Jehovah's Witnesses, it's the Mormons. And they come up and like, oh, would you like to hear a message about Jesus Christ? And so these people, they're coming to you, and they're, planting the seed. You say no. Okay, you're like, no, I believe in this God, or I believe in this, or I believe in this, or, I don't believe in a God, whatever. And so you send them on their way. Chances are that one of your family members is going to join the church. And so what they're going to do is they're going to do their genealogy, all of their family history, and they're big, oh, look, this great aunt was not baptized, so I'm going to baptize you into the church. So even though you're dead and you have absolutely no say in what is happening to you or your soul, you're getting baptized. So let's go ahead and, pretend on the giant, leap that Mormonism is false and a hoax and, a fairy tale like any other religion out there. Let's go and pretend that. Or actually, you know what? No. Let's go ahead and say that is the false religion, but, another religion's real. So then your soul's over here, and it did not join the Mormon church. But then your Mormon relative's like, no, this is right. I'm going to baptize you. So then you get baptized, but then your soul's like, no, this is wrong. And then you go down to hell. I mean, is that how that works? Honestly, I don't know. I just think that it's very silly to me, honestly. And honestly, it's disrespectful. It is flippin' rude as hell. Because when I was 8, I was given the chance to get baptized, and yes, I did that. But I was 8. I didn't know what I was doing. If I was given that opportunity now, I would not do it. Because it's like, no, I don't believe in what this is. And so here it is. It's like, okay, so either you're 8 years old and you don't know what you're getting baptized into, or you're dead and you have no choice into what you're getting baptized into. Like, it's I don't know. It's a lot of different things. And I feel, it sucks because I really, really, really try not to be disrespectful. Because, really, I don't want to be. But I've realized over the past couple weeks as I've been, writing and just kind of, getting things out, that a lot of what raised me and what brought me up, yes, it made me who I am today. But it also broke me in a lot of different ways. And it makes me, I know this is horrible to say for a lot of you to hear, but honestly, it makes me look at the idea or the thought of a God, and it just makes me laugh. Because I'm like, I don't know. It's hard to explain things, and it's going to be hard to not even edit any of this out because I'm recording this, but I'm going to hold true to who I am. Hi, I'm Wiley's Laugh Shack. But no, really, I want to make sure that what I'm recording right now is 100%, and I'm not cutting anything. And so, even though this may offend some people, this may get people to stop talking to me, I don't know. But I'm just I'm saying how I feel. And I'm saying that the practices in the temple that I've seen suck. Because they stop people from going on to their family. Because, oh shit! I completely forgot this whole thing was talking about temple marriages, and I got talking about freaking baptisms for the dead. Shit! Okay. Okay, this one's gonna be longer because I'm at 10 minutes in like 10 seconds. So anyway, so what I'm gonna talk about is, okay, so we talked about all of the baptisms for that. So the temple marriages. So I was 18. I was a member of the church, but not a full tithe paying member of the church. Hence why I got back into cults and all that jazz. Da, 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 da. So I had two older siblings at that time who got married. My oldest sibling, she got married, but I was much younger at that point, so I wasn't allowed in there anyway. But my two other siblings that I had, I was actually, an adult. I was 18, and I could have gone in. But again, because of the fact that I was not a full tithe-paying member, again, I want you to think about that. I was not giving them enough money to get into their temple. Okay, that's what it bears down to. Okay, and so I was not allowed to go in and see what happened. And now I understand that a lot of, that members of the church might listen to this like, well, that wasn't the reason why you weren't allowed. Well, no. Bullshit. Bullshit. Okay, so here's what happens. You go into a temple recommend interview, okay, and this happened to me. I was 18, I go in. I didn't pay tithing for the month of July. And so the first question they ask you, are you a full tithe paying member? No, I'm not. Okay, well, you don't get your temple recommend. So that right there means that since it's the first question, that since you're not giving the church enough money, you're not allowed to go into whatever the hell rituals they do. And that's fine. And, I don't know what they do in there, but here's the thing that I want to get back to is the fact that when I was younger, when I was 18, 18, my older brother and one of my older sisters got married. I was allowed at their wedding receptions. And that's it. I was 18. I was an adult. And I still was not allowed to actually see them get married. I don't know what happens in the temple. I don't. All that I know is that there's things that they don't want people to know. I know that when my grandfather died and I saw him in all of his temple garb, he had on a really weird, like, graduation cap. I don't know what it is, but again, I was a member of the church. I'm not now, but I was a member of the church, and they didn't tell me that. I was an adult, and they didn't tell me any of this. So it's like I see this stuff, it's like, what the hell is that? Or I'm just not invited to things. Alright, so this, I feel like this week went off on a big tangent. But you know what? It is what it is, and I'm not going to hide who I am. Because I've done that for so much of my life. I've not been who I truly am to most people. And so that's what I'm going to do. Tonight was incredibly liberating. If you listened to any of this, if you're here right now and you hear this message, I love you very much. Truly, I really, really do. I hope you have a wonderful night. And please remember, make good choices. I will see you next week. Bye!